Alright, man, we back on Solid Life, man. Solid Life, man. This is going to be an interesting interview right here, man. Today, I got with me, man, it's Mr. Will Hutchinson, A.K.A. Shorty Will, and I call him How you doing today?
I'm doing great, man.
That's good, that's good, man. So, tell us a little bit about yourself, man, if you don't mind me asking you just a little bit about yourself.
Well, it's a lot about me, but I guess the main thing I need to start with today is I'm a filmmaker, a film writer, director, editor, anything to do with film, motion pictures, music videos. That's what I do.
Right. I actually did my studying. I was watching your videos. You did a lot of stuff, especially back in the day, as far as Block Born. That was a real scene as far as the history of Rock Hill. What made you get into that? Like, what made you start getting into that?
I got into filmmaking basically through a rap. I started out as a rapper. Let's start out hip hop. Let me clear that up. I started out hip hop, many seasons ago, and being in this location, making it, as some people say, making it. Well, it was kind of hard to make it, being in the, where we from,
Right.
down south, small town.
Right.
So, but long story short, I started out as an MC, and towards I guess I would say towards the end of that part of my life, good friend of mine, actually one of my brother's high school classmates, Darius McCullough, right over here off Summit Street.
Okay.
Known as Honcho. You might know him as Honcho.
Gotcha.
Blaze Eye.
Gotcha.
He was a student at York Technical College here in Rock Hill, and he was in the teleproduction program.
Okay.
To become a teleproduction specialist. And one of the classes assignments was to do a music video. And so, he approached me and he was like, "Yo, Will, I want to shoot a video for you and your crew together on all counts." That was
Right.
the name of my rap group.
Gotcha.
And he said that, he said to me, "Once we shoot the music video, I want to take you back to the school and show you how to put everything together." And I was like, yeah, okay, that's what's up.
Right.
So we shot the music video. Probably took us 2 or 3 days. He shot it.
Okay.
And when we went back to York Technical College,
Mm-hmm.
and we went into the editing suite, it's like soon as I went in there and sit down and looked at, the control monitor and all the buttons and stuff, I was like, damn, this is what I'm supposed to be doing right here.
Right.
Like, in that moment, I really found myself.
Got you.
I wanted to do what he was doing.
Right.
And he said, yeah, man, and this is a program that's funded by the South Carolina Education Lottery.
Right.
So basically, you can go here for free.
Wow.
And I was like, what?
Right.
And he was like, yeah. So I knew, I'm signing up. Where do I go? And, he took me to the registration department and everything. And I got registered and started going to school for video production.
Wow.
And as soon as I did, it's like the program was to become a newsroom production specialist, to work in a newsroom.
Right.
Well, I really, that wasn't really going to be my thing.
Right.
I wanted to be a filmmaker. I wanted to make music videos, just like, he had did. Mm-hmm. So I got into the program, and here I am.
There you go. I
Yeah.
hear you, man. And speaking of movies, a Block Born. I know that's one of the movies you done. Tell me about the experience you had doing that and the people you had doing it with.
Man, Block Born, that was like, that was a one-of-a-kind experience. That was big for me.
Mm-hmm.
I had did a couple of documentaries before Block Born.
Okay.
But you asked me about Block Born. So
what was that though?
Start there. I
One
did Hood to Hood with
Hood. Okay.
Chris Roddy. He was known as Tree at that time. Long live Chris Roddy.
Where?
I
Recipe,
did
Chris
Hood to
Roddy.
Hood with him. And
Gotcha.
even before that, I did What's Hood with Mike Sam, Small Change, A.K.A. Rico on the track,
Okay.
and A.R. Arsenic. It was a good crowd of us that were from what I like to call the old republic.
Oh, Republic.
Yeah, it was a good little crowd of us then.
Okay.
When we did that documentary. I'm
Gotcha.
gonna upload that one day because I just been sitting on
Right.
it for the longest, and
Right.
it never really got put out. It was that story that you watched that in the crib with your boys.
Right.
Maybe him and his crew got it. They watch it. It was that type.
That type of thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Okay. That's what's up, man.
that led the block on.
That led the block boy. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Like up to this point, covering the city and being the one that captured moments that people wanted to see or really wanted to be there at that moment. I mean, how you feel, being able to have to be somebody that, a lot of people really wasn't paying attention at the time per se, but now, being someone now that you're able to get your flowers. I mean, how important it is to you, right now.
That's big, man, because a lot of people, and myself included, are motivated by money, but money is not my main motivation.
Right.
This just in me. I would be doing this anyway.
Right.
But the flowers you speak of, that's so important to some of us that money can't buy that when someone really genuinely gives you your props or speaks highly of you in your presence or outside of your presence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
an example is I'm kicked back at the crib one day. I'm watching YouTube, flipping through social media, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then next thing I know, here go two younger guys. They shout me out. They listen to my music doing a little skit, right? And so I'm looking and I know it like, I know this guy right here. I know his mom. I seen him around the way a few times. And this other guy, I kind of know him too through a third party.
Yeah.
That was one of my top actors right now that I got in some film. My man Gabriel Samard. Some of y'all.
Shout out to Bree.
He do his thing big.
Word.
But that was yourself and
Word.
Bree. Y'all was giving me props in the skit, playing my music, and that really touched me deeply because I feel like me and these guys haven't really, linked up and built a politic like that, but they done got a hold of my music and they feeling me and they shout me out when I know at least 50 or 60 other people that probably, should have gave me my flowers
Right.
or, shouted me out or whatever.
Right.
But they didn't, and, right now that's neither here or there.
Yeah.
But
Right.
the significance of, giving people their flowers or, just, respecting what they do is big. It's major. It could be the difference between them continuing to do what they do,
Right.
or just saying, "Oh, the hell with it, ain't nobody believing in me."
Right.
Which, you gotta believe in yourself first, and I always never had a problem with that.
Right. Right. And I like I said, I've been listening to your music for a while, watching you for a while, actually learning a lot of stuff from you, and working with people. I see that a lot of the stuff that I learned as far as working with people, I learned that with you. Now, as far as the city, like, what do you think? Like, working with each other is what's kind of holding a lot of us back, or do you think people should just pursue things individually?
You can pursue things individually. I've done that a lot, and to a certain extent, I still pursue a lot of things individually. However, the load gets a lot lighter if you distribute the weight.
Right.
So when some individuals that can come together that know how to still be an individual
Mm-hmm.
but participate and do their part in a group team effort, then so much more can get accomplished.
Right.
I mean, like majorly.
Right.
Like being a filmmaker, the majority of my films, I did everything.
Right.
And when I completed the process, I was proud of what I did, but I had to admit to myself, damn, if I just had maybe someone else to run the camera or someone to help me with this audio, this could have been 10 times or even 25 times better than it was.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So it's good to be able to be a team player, but you got to be on the right team.
Right.
You got to have like-minded individuals. Excuse me. You got to have like-minded individuals to work with you to achieve a common goal.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So.
Man, I appreciate that, man. We're gonna wrap it up, but before we wrap it up, man, I just want to ask, like, what you got going on right now at this present time? Like, what you working on? Because I know you're always working on something.
Right now, man, I got maybe just added a new project on, but we're gonna keep quiet about that for the moment.
Okay. Okay.
However, currently I'm working on an episodic story called Love Me, Hate Me. That's starring the Pumpster Sweetness. Locally, y'all know her.
Raquel on.
I mean, they know Sweetness from here to at least Jamaica. If you ever met her, she made an impression on you.
Right.
So, Love Me, Hate Me, starring Pumpster Sweetness. I had big help in that from Topher Mac, my homeboy from Green Street.
Okay.
In the street.
Okay.
T-Wee, some of y'all know him as T-Wee.
Okay.
He's a big time music producer at this time. You know, he's in the air more than he's on the ground these days.
Wow.
Flying all over the place.
Wow.
In different studios, selling his music tracks for days.
Got you.
And Bree gave us some more stars in that with me. My brother, Filthy Mac, A.K.A. J Fuel, he in that. Main D's in it.
All right. Okay.
And, that's Love Me, Hate Me. It's going to be continued here soon.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got another film that's going to be coming out this holiday season. And it's starring a Jasmine Ross. She'll be starring in Curtains along with D. Rice, introducing D. Rice. She's an upcoming hip-hop artist. She gonna be in this film. But gave her some marge. He gonna be doing this thing again. And yeah, that's what's going on. That's Curtains. It'll be coming out later towards the holiday season. And Love Me, Hate Me, episode 2 coming soon.
Man, I can't wait for that, man. And I just want to tell you, man, I appreciate everything you done. I give you your flowers from heart to heart, man. I studied you. I watched a lot of things you've done. From being behind the camera, to being in front of the camera, from rapping, from being on dropping different freestyles on YouTube. I checked out, man. You just dropping wisdom after wisdom, and I'm just fortunate enough to be one of the ones that picked it up, man. And I just want to tell you thank you for what you're doing, and just being on Solid Life. And if it's something small that you could just say right now, or just something that you can, just for the people that's looking up to you, or for somebody that's just starting out to do a career in this field or anything like that, what would you tell them?
Go for it. Whatever you have a passion for that you love, that's what you should be doing in life. If you don't love it, I mean, you got to find what you love. Sometimes we might have to do things we don't love just to pay the bills or to make ends meet. Ain't nothing wrong with that, because it's wiser to do that than try to take the shortcuts just to do that.
Right.
Because sometimes the shortcuts come with big pitfalls.
Right.
So find what you love to do and go for it. Whether it's rap, whether it's videography, whether it's detailing cars, whether it's graphic designs, or you know, wanting to become an engineer, a lawyer, or whatever you believe that you can do, you can do it. But it's gonna take some work and dedication. It's a saying that a lot of people use called hard work and dedication.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay, but I think it should be smart work and dedication.
Smart work.
Let's add that into it so that it don't always have to be hard.
Right, right.
It'll be smart.
Right.
Smart work and education. Yeah.
Smart work, not hard work. And you heard it first, man. From Unc, man, we salute you, man. And I appreciate you, man, for being here on Solid Life, man.
Big up the Solid Life. Big up the G Solid Wear.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
man.
I appreciate you, man.
All right, Unc, man. Love.
What's up? One love.